Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
There's a spider on you.
Jesus Christ. Alright, people. Here we are back under the hood of this 05 Audi A4 3.0 Quattro. And we are doing the alternator today. So, what needs to happen is normally headlights, bumper, radiator, all that shit would come off along with this front part where the fans sit. This is called service position, so everything needs to come off so you can access everything adequately and fit your hands where they need to go and get the bolts out and all that good stuff. But we're not going to do that. We're going to show you how to take this alternator out without tearing your whole front end apart. So that alternator is way down there. So that pulley down there, that'd be that guy there. So that's what we need to take out. Okay, and the first thing you're going to want to do is disconnect your battery. So those guys there are usually 10mm bolts. So that means we need a 10mm wrench. Alright, where's my 10? Where's my 10? Let's see, 11. Okay, 16 obviously. Alright, let's see. We got too tiny. 6. Maybe if I kept this organized a little bit, it would be a little easier. Come on, crap, huh? Alright, let's see. Let's go here. What's this? 8. 9. Another 8. Freaking 11, 12. Got everything but my 10. Oh, 10. Why is it always the 10 that's missing? That's always the freaking 10. Alright. So, see how I'm not getting shocked right now? It's because the car's not on. Rookie people like to do this crap with their frickin' car on. No. So I disconnect the power to everything. Positive terminal, depending on how your car is manufactured and how your battery is hooked up. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes you take the negative off first. It depends on how it's grounded. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and take off the positive if I can ever get this damn thing loose. And I know I'm not gonna get shocked. I'm just touching things that are not conductive to make sure I don't. But safety first, right? Disconnect these guys here. Okay, perfect. Get that nice and out of the way. Alright, now we're done with that part. Now we go underneath. Okay, disclaimer. If you're ever working with anything electrical on your car, you disconnect the battery first. This includes replacing headlight bulbs and all that jazz. End disclaimer. So before we just go ahead and jack the car up, we're going to need a safe way to do that. So I know there's a lot of people out there that just shove this guy right underneath the car, start jacking it up, and then start working. Well, that's not what we do. That's how people get severely injured and friggin' die. So we're trying to finish this video today, right? We're going to use these guys. Always use those. Never a possibly failing jack at all. You also want to take everything off the car that could potentially spill. Like your beers. Beer. Okay, on most vehicles, there is a jack point. And on this particular one, let's see, that's not it. Okay? So what we really need to do, I think, is find a better jack point, because that is not acceptable. Alright, so there are jack points on these cars, and I can't see if you can see this or not, but there's that little arrow right there. This one. Yeah, you can see it. And see where all this joint welding is? That's where you put your jack. Yes, there's a little bit of damage there, but that's where you do it. So that's where we're going to put our jack right now. And that is right behind the front wheel. You also want to make sure that it's on there properly. And if you have a decent enough jack, this should rotate for you. And it should be in between all of those prongs right there. So where you jack should be in those grooves. So it doesn't fall on you, it doesn't move on you, doesn't do any of that stuff. So now that we have the car jacked up, there's a couple places we can put this thing. We can either put it right where the jack is, right where those pinch welds are, which is fine. Or you can put it on your control arm back here. But just for the sake of, you know, peace of mind, and I really don't need that thing in my way, jack it up a little more so I can put it up to the next setting. Hopefully. Okay, well, I guess that's where it's going to go. So we're going to put that jack stand smack dab in the middle of that pinch weld right there. Okay? This is what we're going to lower our car onto. So if you're working with piece of crap equipment like I am, you got to jimmy that out of there. Turn it slowly. So bam, there you go. Now your car's on jack stand, you pull this out, and then this car will not fall on you while you're working on it. What you want to do is give it a couple good pushes while you're outside of the car. Make sure it's not going to fall on you. I like to take my hip, preferably without chains and keys on it, put on the front quarter panel and give her a few shoves with my body. It looks like it's not going anywhere, so we can start taking this alternator out. Okay, this is going into part 2, and I just want to show you how heavy these cars are. It dug into my asphalt. You see that? That's a good ½ inch deep right there. You don't want that falling on you, man. Not at all. Look at that. This, all 4 corners. That grass out of the way. Look at that shit. You kidding me? You want that falling on you? I don't think so. If it does that to asphalt, just imagine what the rest of it, the rest of you is going to look like. Jesus. So I just want to correct something that I've already kind of deleted the part of the video, but so there's that bolt right there. So there's a flat piece that will allow the bolt to thread into that, and then you take it out through that. I don't know if you can see it. Alternate, everything's in the way. But there is a Allen head that you take out here, and there's another one that is a 13 mil back here, kind of more above the alternator. So you disconnect this sensor here. You put it a screwdriver, a flathead, and you lift this tab up. You push forward and pull this off. And then the other wire that you have to disconnect is the one for your battery, and that's kind of back here more. You can't really see it right now, but you will be able to once you get the alternator loose. So once that blade up there is cut, or you take the fan out by taking that bolt and twisting all the locks and taking all the electronics off, that should just pop right on up out of the front top of your engine, and you should be good to go with that. And then you can get that long bolt back out, and then you can get the other bolt, which is a 13 mil, not a 10 mil. I was mistaken. I'm learning with you guys, so if you guys have any questions or concerns, or you know, if you just want to troll me in the comments, you go right ahead. But I just wanted to address that real quick. Okay, I also wanted to address another thing with this fan, that I wanted to do the alternative way to do this fan. And you can actually take this thing out by unplugging the electronics and undoing this bolt right here. This guy right here. I'm taking this out, and then this whole fan should pop right on out after you disconnect everything. So if that's a better option for you, go ahead and do that. It gives you a lot more room. Let's see, I think it's these 2 bolts and these 2 bolts. You don't have to take everything off, but it gives you a little wiggle room so you can fit your hands and your drenches and all that stuff in there. So just wanted to cover that if that was the option that you wanted to take. So I just wanted to address something about these. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to rip me a new arsehole in the comments, but there's a lot of oil dripping down there, and I'm sure you guys saw that. I just reviewed the last video that I did, and there is a lot of oil down there, and I just want to say that that's pretty common with these Audis. So yeah, you can go ahead and fix your oil cooler, which is mainly my problem. You can go ahead and, you know, do whatever you got to do to get these done, but you're not going to fix every single oil leak that you have in an Audi, because you have to tear your whole engine apart and reseal it. So unless you're, you know, proficient in rebuilding engines, you're not going to get rid of all those oil leaks. Sorry, not sorry. Nature of Audi. Okay, this is going into part 2, and I just want to show you how heavy these cars are. It dug into my asphalt. You see that? That's a good ½ inch deep right there. You don't want that falling on you, man. Not at all. Look at that. This, all 4 corners. That grass out of the way. Look at that shit. You kidding me? You want that falling on you? I don't think so. If it does that to asphalt, just imagine what... So check this out, you guys. This is turning less into a tutorial and more of a public service announcement. These jacks fail, man. They do. Look at that. That's supposed to be supporting my car. That's supposed to be what's above my head and my body. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Always use jack stands. Always. Some people call them axle stands, jack stands. Service, just, you know what I mean? Like, be safe. Just be safe. Okay, well, we're experiencing technical difficulties, i.e. being my phone running out of memory and battery, but we're inside my 98 Volvo, yeah, I said that right, Volvo C70 2.3 T5, baby. Let's take a look at it. I think this is going to be the 4th installment. It's going to be the 4th video. So this will be starting a new chapter in the Misfit Visions department. So it's a straight 5-cylinder. It is turbocharged from factory. Needs a wash. Actually, I don't know if you can see that, but I put on there, "Wash me, daddy." No. Yeah, you can see it. Yep, "Wash me, daddy." So I fully intend to wash this. I fully intend to actually store it and work on it and let it run as it should, because it's a sweet car. We're gonna autocross this guy. I've already got it out the seats, as you can see. No more seats. It's in kind of rough shape, but that's what we're gonna rectify. Brakes are rusty. The rotors either need to be refaced or replaced, along with the calipers and the brake pads, I think, too. The entire brake system is going to go and be replaced, along with a lot of other stuff like the valve cover gaskets and head gaskets, and we're gonna basically put new valves in it. We're gonna overhaul this engine. We're just gonna redo everything. So, well, thanks for watching my channel, and I hope you enjoy. This is about preserving the car enthusiast. Don't we all love it? Ugh, yuck. God, that banner looks awful. Awful.